Morning. Welcome to the Crawl or No Crawl Report. Today is Wednesday, June 15th. I'm Carolyn Holzman, and we know a few things today, I think. How's that for confidence? All right, I have not launched the test page today yet, but I do know a couple of things. One, yesterday's late test page has indexed by the simple keyword. It has not by the JavaScript. And of course, last week, we're still waiting on Wednesday's JavaScript keyword and Friday's simple and JavaScript keyword to index. Now, they all show, each one of these show in Search Console as submitted, indexed, and ready to rock and roll. So I think we're just looking at the playing catch up, to the 13th of this month. So it's kind of interesting. We're only like one day behind on that. So that's kind of cool. And I'm sorry if there's any kind of weird sound on this. I'm really holding this internet two wires together. Um, so the coverage updated, and then I look at the bots. What are they doing? This is where it gets interesting. Don't stress about any of this. Just notice here that these dates, 13th, 14th, and 15th, none of the desktop bots that do the render crawling showed up. They are absent. AOL. Now, that bot that seems to be one right now, but the last bot showed up. The last mobile rendering bot showed up at 9 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time yesterday. So, like East Coast US time, that would have been like 3 a.m. So, they have stopped recrawling, refreshing with the desktop. They have stopped render crawling with the discovery crawls with the Google bot, the desktop, no, mobile bot. So we are now really looking at a time. Now, this is as of this morning, like zero bot activity. Except for the one that crawls. So what between Google's what they have, their full index, often called the supplemental index. They have everything in there. And when they push it out to the primary index. And so I view it as the door that opens in one direction at a time. So when it's open like it is now, it's like it's closed off the traffic of content coming in or rescored pages, our edits that we make that we're waiting for Google to catch. All of that's having to wait right now because what it seems that they're doing is that they're pushing out, and this is my opinion, they're pushing out rescored content that they were holding. So when you have basically no desktop bots crawling, except for the directive files, and you have mobile bots that are taking a vacation, that would indicate that they're not interested right now, as of today or these last 24 hours, of taking in new content. So if you've been waiting for something to get indexed, this is nothing for you to do. Google made a decision right now that they're going to be pushing out their rescored, what they have and what they have done. Now, does it mean it's everything? No. We don't know. We can't see inside. But by looking at the behavior of what's going on and making logical assumptions assumptions that if this is indeed a one, I've often said it's like doing laundry. You empty your basket first. If you've made some changes and you're like, oh, my changes didn't help, there's no way you could know that. But here's the real trick. I think once this push out is done, and it could just be a day, likely, it might be time that we can start taking some readings and see what really happened in this update. So up until now, if you've been making changes based on what somebody said they know about this update, it's likely, you don't know, right? So if you haven't done any of that, good for you. And we'll start talking about, oops, we'll start talking about what may have changed. Great day, get back to work and to class.